Anaerobic respiration is a type of respiration which takes place in absence of oxygen by the type of end products where it is converted either into ethyl alcohol or lactic acid. So glucose or incomplete oxidation. So undergoes incomplete oxidation or partial oxidation. So this pyruvic acid is then converted into acetaldehyde. Here you can see it is converted into Hello everyone, welcome back to session 3 of chapter 14 called Respiration in Plants. Myself, B. Shobharani from the Department of Biology, Vidyashram Pre-University College, the Temple of Excellence. Moving on to the further concepts of this chapter called Respiration in Plants, let us understand the energy production and balance sheet of ATP synthesis. So number of ATPs and reduced coenzymes and the net gain of ATPs from ETS and the total. So the number of ATPs and reduced coenzymes, that is as we know 3 into 2, that is 2 pyruvic acid will enter the Krebs cycle. So it is 6 ATP molecules. So total is 6 here. So total is 6. Then through glycolysis, ATP synthesized is 4, ATP utilized is 4 and NADH2 produced is 2. So here that is 6 and here 18 and 4. Number of ATPs and reduced coenzymes here. So here ATPs and reduced coenzymes. So grand total here. So Krebs cycle, we have oxidative decarboxylation, that is preparatory phase, NADH2 produced is 2. Then Krebs cycle, then in Krebs cycle, NADH2 produces 6. FADH2 produces 2. Ready synthesis of GTP, that is 2. So number of ATPs and reduced coenzymes. So glycolysis it is 4. In glycolysis ATP synthesized is 4. Then ATP utilized is 2 and NADH2 produced is 2. So Krebs cycle, that is oxidative decarboxylation, which is called as the preparatory phase, NADH2 produces, that is through Krebs cycle is 2. Then NADH2 is 6. Then FADH2 2 and ready, that is GTP is 2. Now moving on to the next very important process called anaerobic respiration. As we have already studied, respiration is of 2 types, aerobic and anaerobic respiration. So now let us understand what is anaerobic respiration. Already we have studied that aerobic respiration is a process which takes place in presence of oxygen, whereas anaerobic respiration is a type of respiration which takes place in absence of oxygen. So here you can see one glucose molecule is converted into 2, that is converted into lactic acid. Lactic acid, that is, or either ethyl alcohol or lactic acid. So what is anaerobic respiration? It is breakdown of glucose molecule in the absence of molecular oxygen is called anaerobic respiration. So how do we define anaerobic respiration? It is a breakdown of glucose molecule in the absence of molecular oxygen is called anaerobic respiration. Example, microorganisms like bacteria and yeast. So then anaerobic respiration is also referred to as fermentation. So it is also called as what? Fermentation. So anaerobic respiration is also referred to as fermentation, during which glucose molecules undergo incomplete or partial oxidation to yield 2 ATP molecules. So as we said, as we already studied in aerobic respiration, there is one step called glycolysis, which is common for both aerobic and anaerobic respiration. So glycolysis, as we know, is the common process in both aerobic and anaerobic respiration. The fate of pyruvic acid produced during glycolysis is determined by the type of end products where it is converted either into ethyl alcohol or lactic acid. If the end product is converted into ethyl alcohol, it is called alcoholic fermentation. It is called as alcoholic fermentation. If it is converted into lactic acid, it is called lactic acid fermentation. It is called lactic acid fermentation. It is called as lactic acid fermentation, alcoholic fermentation and lactic acid fermentation. So what is anaerobic respiration? Breakdown of glucose molecules in the absence of molecular oxygen is called anaerobic respiration. Example, anaerobic respiration will take place in organisms like a bacteria and yeast. As we know, anaerobic respiration is also referred to as what? Fermentation. Why? Because during which glucose molecules will undergo incomplete or partial oxidation to yield 2 ATP molecules, and the end product, based on the end product, either it is called, if the end product is ethyl alcohol, it is called alcoholic fermentation, and if the end product is lactic acid, it is called lactic acid fermentation. So the fate of the pyruvic acid produced during glycolysis is determined by the type of end products, where it is converted either into ethyl alcohol or lactic acid. So how do we as I said, it is a type of anaerobic respiration, occurs outside the cell without utilization of molecular oxygen. Hence it is called what? Anaerobic respiration. Anaerobic respiration. So as we have studied that anaerobic respiration is of two types. One is called alcoholic fermentation. The other one is called the lactic acid fermentation, based on the type of end product. So as we know, it is a type of anaerobic respiration which occurs outside the cell without utilization of molecular oxygen. Hence it is called anaerobic respiration. So depending upon the organic byproduct release, it could be classified into, so that is, for example, one is called alcoholic fermentation and the second one is called lactic acid fermentation. So in fermentation, as we know, that is, the incomplete oxidation of food molecules takes place and yields very low energy. So here we can see the alcoholic fermentation, that is, pyruvic acid is converted into acetaldehyde and carbon dioxide in presence of an enzyme called pyruvate decarboxylase. And this acetaldehyde is converted into ethanol. Ethyl alcohol is also called as what? Ethanol. So under the influence of an enzyme called alcohol dehydrogenase, and hence it is called alcoholic fermentation. So based on the end product that is released, organic byproduct that is released, it is classified into alcoholic fermentation and lactic acid fermentation. So in alcoholic fermentation, here you can see plants and fungi, and you can know alcoholic fermentation takes place in beer and wine. So here pyruvic acid is converted into acetaldehyde and carbon dioxide is released. Then this acetaldehyde is converted into ethyl alcohol in presence of alcohol dehydrogenase. So hence it is called ethyl alcohol, hence it is called alcoholic fermentation. Lactic acid fermentation, pyruvic acid is converted into lactic acid in presence of an enzyme called lactic dehydrogenase. Hence it is called lactic acid fermentation. So alcoholic fermentation, as I said, when the microorganism is the yeast cell, glucose molecule undergoes glycolysis to produce 2 molecules of pyruvic acid, then 2 NADH2 and 2 ATP. Pyruvic acid is then converted into acetaldehyde by losing carbon dioxide. So pyruvic acid is converted into acetaldehyde. Acetaldehyde is converted into ethanol or ethyl alcohol by losing carbon dioxide. So as it combines with NADH2 to produce ethyl alcohol. So here you can see glucose is converted into 2 pyruvic acid, releasing 2 NADH2, and this is called as glycolysis. And this pyruvic acid is converted into acetaldehyde, thereby releasing 2 molecules of carbon. So this acetaldehyde NAD will release 2 ethyl alcohol. So glucose will yield 2 ethyl alcohol plus 2 carbon. So this end product is ethyl alcohol, or it is otherwise called ethanol. Hence it is called alcoholic fermentation. So when the microorganism is the yeast cell, glucose molecule will undergo glycolysis to produce 2 molecules of pyruvic acid and 2 NADH2 and 2 ATP molecules. So this pyruvic acid is then converted into acetaldehyde. Here you can see it is converted into, so glucose, pyruvic acid, 2 molecules of pyruvic acid and 2 NADH2. Then is converted by losing carbon dioxide. Here acetaldehyde combines with NADH2 to produce ethyl alcohol. So here you can see. So hence it is called alcoholic fermentation. Then moving on to lactic acid fermentation. Here you can see in the picture, glucose is converted into pyruvic acid and pyruvic acid into lactic acid. So when microorganism is the lactobacillus bacteria, lactose, which is the milk sugar, is converted into lactic acid. I think all of us know, right? So lactose is converted into glucose plus as you know, lactose is a disaccharide which is converted into monosaccharide. So glucose is converted into 2 molecules of pyruvic acid, thereby releasing 2 molecules of NADH2 plus 2 ATP molecules. And this 2 molecules of pyruvic acid is converted into lactic acid. Hence it is called lactic acid fermentation. Hence it is called lactic acid fermentation. So as I said, anaerobic respiration is of 2 types, that is alcoholic fermentation. As you know, anaerobic respiration is also called as what? Fermentation. So alcoholic fermentation, then it is called lactic acid fermentation. Right. So here the end product is ethyl alcohol or ethanol. Alcohol or plus ethanol. Here it is lactic acid. Hence it is called lactic acid fermentation. Then let us see the difference between aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. So aerobic respiration takes place in the presence of molecular oxygen. Hence it is called aerobic respiration. Anaerobic respiration takes place in the absence of oxygen. Hence it is called anaerobic respiration. So takes place in higher plants and animals. So aerobic respiration takes place in higher plants and animals, whereas anaerobic respiration will take place in lower organisms like yeast and bacteria. Then glucose undergoes complete oxidation in aerobic respiration, whereas in anaerobic respiration it will undergo partial oxidation. So glucose or incomplete oxidation. So undergoes incomplete oxidation or partial oxidation. So one molecule of glucose yields 38 ATP molecules. So here one molecule of glucose yields 2 ATP molecules. So takes place in cytoplasm and mitochondria. Here it takes place only in cytoplasm. Then Krebs cycle and terminal oxidation are present and these steps are absent here. So the end product are carbon dioxide and water. Here the end products, as we know that anaerobic respiration is, if the end product is ethyl alcohol, we call it as alcoholic fermentation, and if the end product is lactic acid, we call it as lactic acid fermentation. So the end product are ethyl alcohol and lactic acid along with carbon dioxide. So what is the difference between aerobic and anaerobic respiration? First point, takes place in the presence of molecular oxygen. There takes place in the absence of oxygen. Takes place in plants and animals. Takes place in lower organisms, yeast and bacteria. Glucose undergoes complete oxidation. There glucose undergoes incomplete oxidation. One molecule of glucose yields 38 ATP molecules. There one molecule of glucose will yield only 2 ATP molecules. Here it takes place in the cytoplasm. As we know, it also takes place in the cytoplasm. Here cytoplasm and mitochondria. There it only in cytoplasm. Krebs cycle and terminal oxidation are present. As we know, these are the 2 steps. There these steps are absent. So what are the end products of aerobic respiration? Carbon dioxide and water. So what will be the end products of anaerobic respiration? The end products are ethyl alcohol and lactic acid along with carbon dioxide. Hope you have understood the concepts of this very interesting chapter called respiration in plants. So I'll be back in the coming session with the last concepts of this particular chapter called respiration in plants. Till then, goodbye and thank you.